That was my favourite bit of the whole acting experience. Really, was playing that journey. You know, when you're playing an actor, I think it's very important that your character takes a journey in the film. It's the whole point of it, and Neville does that and then some. You know, he's an incredibly inspiring character. What J.K. Rowling created there is superb. He sends out such a great message to people. You know, that you can be this shy, vulnerable child that's bullied and isn't particularly good at school, whether because he's terrified or whatever, and yet it's not the be-all and end-all. You can go on and you can be whoever you want to be, and you can be a hero, and that's what Neville is. And yeah, that's inspiring stuff, and I feel very honoured and privileged to have been able to play that for 11 years, and it's definitely been my most enjoyable part of playing Neville Longbottom, his journey to hero. I would have liked to have been a bad guy, I think, simply because Tom Felton and Jason Isaacs, and Ralph Fiennes for that matter, all have a tremendous amount of fun playing bad guys. Because in real life they're all so nice and affable and approachable and friendly. They absolutely love being nasty, evil characters, and I see them every day, and I think, wow, I'd love to have given that a go. To be honest, I'm thinking on a more practical scale here. It'd be Aloha Mora to unlock stuff, because I'm, well, like Neville, tremendously forgetful, very, very forgetful, and I forget keys. I lose keys, so I get locked out of my house, my parents' house, my locker at the gym. I lose my car keys, and Aloha Mora would be very, very handy to get out of those situations. I love the fact that Neville's just an everyman, you know? He is not Tom Cruise, he's not the captain of the Quidditch team. He's just a guy who's going about his business, who ends up in a really rubbish situation, and comes through and decides that he is going to do the right thing. And he's a hero and he doesn't even know it, you know? And I love that about him. He's so innocent and so pure, and that's great. And what will I miss about playing him? I will miss the fan reaction to him, I think. The fan mail that I receive when people say that they've been inspired by Neville, or Neville has helped them get over a sad time they've been having at school or whatever. That, as an actor and as a human being, is probably the best feeling you can ever have, that a piece of your work is inspiring people's lives for the good. And I will miss that an awful lot. It was probably working with Ralph Fiennes on this last film, because I was terrified. I mean, I was absolutely petrified, and we started the scene, and it very quickly just sort of, everyone else just melts away, and it's just tunnel vision, just you and Ralph in the scene, and he's so spectacular, and he's got such a presence and an aura on set that it just, you know, his ability demands respect, and it meant that I had to up my game a great deal, and I like being challenged, I like being out of my comfort zone. And that's exactly what I was, but I loved every minute of it. I didn't. I mean, he's such a fantastic character that I love playing. But no, I wanted to be a part of Harry Potter, any which way. You know, I think when I auditioned, obviously the idea was Harry Potter. Every young boy wanted to be Harry Potter at that time, but I was happy to be a part of it, to be a little tiny walk-on role in the back of the shot somewhere. I would have been happy. So to land a role like Neville is quite an honour. I will not forget Alan Rickman's performance in this last film. It is, in my opinion, the best performance of the entire series of anyone. And he had me crying my eyes out in the cinema, which I do not admit lightly. But he was brilliant. And that whole scene when he finds Lily and James and the baby Harry, and Dumbledore's explained to him what to do and that he's going to have to kill him, etc. That whole flashback sequence is just, it's painful to watch, but it's brilliant, and I will never forget it.